What's going on, guys? Frank Rich, creator of Mass Muscle, coming at you today, Critical Bench Compound, Tampa Bay, Florida. And in this video, we're going to address the topic of man boobs. So what do you do if you notice that you're starting to develop some breast tissue, maybe some extra fat, maybe some extra tissue around where you used to have nice, hard, solid pecs when you were in your mid to late 20s? So, like we said, you no longer got that body that you had when you were early mid-20s, and now you're starting to notice that your upper chest or your pec area is starting to look more like your wife's than what it used to be. So what we need to understand is that there's a multitude of factors that have probably contributed to you developing these man boobs or this extra breast tissue around where your pecs used to be. So I want to walk you through the process of kind of how to eliminate or reverse this process that's going on inside of your body. The first thing you need to understand is a big part of what's going on in your body is obviously as you age, as you become a little bit older, you become less of a man. And what I mean is your natural testosterone level is just naturally going to decrease as you begin to age. And this doesn't make you a bad person. This doesn't make you a bad man. It's just the natural progression that a man goes through. So understanding that as you're growing up in age, your natural testosterone is declining, and with a decline in testosterone, there's going to be an elevation in estrogen, which is the female hormone. So if you don't manage these numbers over the course of these years, that estrogen is going to start to really begin to elevate, and that's where these more feminine features are going to come from, are going to occur. So if you've noticed that this is starting to become a problem, I do recommend finding out what your test level is at. There's multiple ways that you can do this naturally. There's things that you can order and have sent to your house, or you can do tests in the comfort of your own home. Or nowadays, natural medicine or medicine is becoming such a big thing that every state that you live in is going to have multiple clinics that you can go through and just get these numbers checked. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go the route of using the hormones that the doctor may prescribe to you, because there's other natural remedies that you can do, but you want to at least have a baseline of where you're at. If you feel that your estrogen is becoming a problem and your testosterone is decreasing, you have to know where you're starting at. And then you can look at going the route of getting naturally prescribed testosterone to help increase that level, or there's a multitude of natural remedies that you can take. There's herbs, there's certain food choices that you can both take in and eliminate. Eliminating things such as plastics in your lifestyle, increasing your sleep. Other stress and hormone factors are all going to play a role, but you have to know where you're starting at first. So I do recommend either doing an at-home test or seeing a doctor, seeing a clinic, and finding out exactly where your blood numbers and blood markers are at. Secondly, and we discussed this a little bit, is you want to then begin to make some lifestyle changes. Lifestyle being the foods that you're taking in, the macronutrients that you're eating, how you're managing stress, how you're managing sleep, how you're managing cortisol. All these factors are going to play a role in where your hormones are at. So you've got your baseline, you then start to make some lifestyle changes. Then you can begin to decrease body fat. Obviously, the increase in fat tissue or in breast tissue is going to have an element of fat that's occurring with it. So if you can begin to decrease your body fat percentage, that's going to be a place where you're going to lose some body fat, but also as your body fat decreases, your body's natural ability to produce estrogen is going to decrease with it as well. A leaner man is going to have a higher natural level of testosterone, equating to a lower level of estrogen. So baseline test, find out where your hormone levels are at, begin to make some dietary lifestyle changes. Then you can focus on the decrease in overall body fat percentage. And then from there, you can then start to build that lean muscle mass up. You don't want to start with focusing on building chest muscle, because you're simply going to be putting more muscle underneath the fat. It's just going to make your tits look even bigger. So after you've made all the necessary changes and you know exactly where you're working at, then you begin to build your chest. And this isn't going to be a purely strength-based training thing. It's going to be more of a muscular hypertrophy training. So chest flies, dumbbell presses, push-ups, dips, the things that are going to help build and shape the chest muscles that you're looking to build. So walk you guys through that one more time. Find where your baseline numbers are at. If you're extremely low, go the route of getting some hormone replacements, working with a doctor, then make the necessary lifestyle changes, eliminating things, introducing new foods, new minerals, and vitamins into your life. Then you can start to focus on an overall body fat percentage through cardio, through extensive conditioning work, and then finally you can focus on building up your chest muscle. So that's it, guys. It's a real simple, short process, but it's going to help you reverse the role of developing man boobs, help you build a nice, big, thick, muscular, sexy chest that the women are going to love. So really appreciate you guys tuning in today. Hope you found value in this video. If you did, make sure to leave us a comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you developing some man tissues? Is this a problem that you had? We'd love to hear from you and then find out how else we can help you. But other than that, guys, really appreciate you tuning in. Frank Rich coming to you from the Critical Bench compound. I'll talk to you soon.